Hi, thanks for stopping by. This is a reading for Leo for August 2020. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would. Just hit the subscribe button below. If this is content that resonates with you, please hit the thumbs up. If you'd like a private session or reading with me, I've left my information in the description box below. Those will certainly, private readings will give you much more, it'll be, it's just for you. So it will resonate much more than this. Than this may. So Libra, as I was meditating on your energy, I felt a tingling in my hands and a flutter in my heart. And what that felt like was a little bit of restlessness and sort of anticipation, coming out of a time of going inward and kind of formulating a plan or getting clear on what it is you want. And August seems to, the meditation was about like, okay, enough time spent in quiet, enough time spent in meditation. Let's get moving, is what it felt like. It had this real sort of restlessy but good anticipatory kind of feeling to it. So let's see what the cards may have to offer for you, Libra, for August 2020. Angels, spirits, guides, what medicine do you have for Libra for August 2020? What messages do you have for Libra for August 2020? Okay. Angels, spirits, guides, messages for Libra for August 2020. Messages for my Libras for August 2020. Angels, spirits, guides, messages for Libra for August 2020. Okay. Angels, spirits, guides. Oh, okay. Okay, we've got our cards. First card up, Ten of Pentacles. So Libra, the Ten of Pentacles speaks to a couple of things. This also came up in Virgo's reading. Ten of Pentacles is, one of its meanings is that you have, through hard work or through inheritance or through some means, have created wealth and abundance in your life. There's stability, security, and no need to worry about your financial situation. The other thing that the Ten of Pentacles speaks to, and how I read this card more frequently, is that there has been, it's the card of legacy. It's the card of tapping into what it is you would like to leave behind. What is it that you are building in this lifetime? What is it that you came here to do that you will build and leave behind? It also speaks to generational healing. That there is some, within your lineage, there may be some reoccurring trauma. There may be issues around abandonment, attachment, poverty mentality, perhaps actual poverty, some sort of root chakra wounding, something within the lineage that you now are have healed or are being offered the opportunity in August to heal. This feels deep. It feels that you have been working on this wounding for a very long time. And to me, for you, Libra, in August, this speaks to healing. You've done the work, you've done the healing, and this is stopping whatever this was, whatever wounding this spoke to, stopping it with you and healing 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. I always read the card in terms of legacy and healing, but for you specifically right now, this feels like the work is done. Okay, you've put in the hard work in many ways, whether it's to build foundationally so that you've got something firm and secure underneath you, for your root chakra needs have been healed. Your root chakra wounds have been healed, meaning you have come to terms with, you have healed the fact that you deserve to be here, that you have a place in the world. Root chakra speaks to being allowed to just be here, that you are worthy of love, respect, abundance, everything that life has to offer. You are worthy at your core. This tells me that you have done your root chakra healing work. Bravo. Next card up, Knight of Swords. Card of movement, fast movement, and truthful, speaking a truth quickly and without sugarcoating it in any way whatsoever. Next card up is Page of Swords. So these two together tell me that there has been, that this healing is now something that is calling on you, or you feel called upon to talk about, to speak of. Perhaps because we've got page energy here on the table, perhaps this is, you're formulating this and it isn't quite a plan that is intact just yet. But it's speaking to me of wanting to tell others, maybe teach in some way around this work, around healing root chakra work, doing trauma work with people, but speaking from a place of authenticity and truth. And Page of Swords is just finding one's voice, if you will. So perhaps because this is newfound for you, yeah, that's what's coming through. That this healing is new, this work that you've done and worked so hard on, and I think over a long period of time, that now that you have finally come to terms and understand your journey, you're super eager to want to work with others and help other people, and yet you still, it's a new, you've only newly found your voice around this, and so the inclination is to want to move very quickly, and yet you're new. This is very new, and there's another page coming up as well. This page, the Page of Pentacles, speaks to beginning to identify newly with this new part of yourself, this healed, coming from a place of healing is very different than coming from a place of from the wound, right? When we respond and view the world and interact with the world from a place of healing, that's a very different presentation than if we engage with the world from our wounding, right? And now that there has been tremendous healing, I think August, Libra, finds you in this new page energy, which is which is not young in years necessarily, but young in exploration of this new place you find yourself in, right? Now that there's been healing, and now that you view yourself, these are indicative of viewing yourself in a different light. You've got a newfound voice. You've got a newfound purpose. There's something here around needing and wanting to share what you've learned with others, but you are new yourself. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay. That is not signaling that you shouldn't, or that you're not ready, because next card up, King of Swords. You are a lot more ready than you may realize. So the King of Swords is an energy of sitting up above. He's in the clouds. His vision and his sight is without obstruction. This is the ultimate in clarity, right? This is the observer's perch. From this place, you are able to see things. You take yourself out of the minutia, and you are able to draw out, right? When we move out from a situation, when we zoom out, we see more clearly, right? We see all of the players. We see the situation in its entirety, not just in the little part that we're involved in, not just in our little world within our home, within our relationship, within our family, within our community. When we zoom out, which the King of Swords is able to do, he's planted his sword of truth. He sees clear. When we heal, when our trauma is healed, when our wounds are healed, we begin to see from an entirely different perspective. We're no longer reacting to every single thing that happens in our environment, right? You know that when you're wounded and you're always triggered, that all you're doing is reacting, and it's exhausting. And you never really get to see the entire picture because you're not healed enough to see the entire picture. But now, with new eyes, with new voice and new purpose, new presence, you're able to see so much more clearly. You're able to see not only yourself and how your healing has come about, but I think you are being granted the sight to see the wounding of others, because the last card up is the Devil. So the Devil is Capricorn energy, major arcana. This is that process on the Fool's journey where we have to fight our own inner demons, where we are faced head on with our trauma and our fears, our greatest fears, our biggest dragons and demons, and we need to slay those. That is the Fool's journey, right? Slaying those dragons and demons. Look, you've done it. You've done it. And in doing so, the healing is complete for you, at least around this situation, around this particular trauma or wounding. And so, Libra, you are already a sign of great mental acuity, clarity, and activity when you're vibing really high. And you also have a natural inclination to want to help others. And so, but until your own work is done and until your own trauma is healed, it can be very difficult to do that. Not to say that a lot of people don't, or that you couldn't have up until this point. But what you have now is the benefit of clear-sightedness, being able to see very clearly when others in your environment are triggered, when they are operating from a place of wound rather than healing, just like you yourself have done up until this point, right? This gives you such empathy, such compassion for yourself first and foremost, and then for others. I think that August, take some time in August to really integrate all the ways in which you yourself have healed. Give it a little bit of time. Okay, there's this restlessness, right? I was tapping into this meditation space of restlessness, like, okay, I've done it, and now I really want to take action. Okay, you've got this page energy here. Maybe it is time to start to want to work with other folks, but I would say give yourself just a little bit of time to fully integrate all of the change, because when we heal, we see the world quite differently. We see ourselves quite differently. And with this page energy, you are beginning to see yourself with different eyes and from a different place. And that's wonderful. And so the inclination is to want to move forward and share everything you know now, right? Go out there and share, like, oh, I did this healing work, and this is how great it is, and this, you can do it too. And that's beautiful. It shows great compassion and great empathy. I'll just caution to take a little bit of time on your own integration. Okay, that's not a reason to stop. That's not a reason to not reach out and want to help other people at all. By all means, feel free to go ahead and do that. But also keep integrating, keep bringing yourself together, do grounding practices, and spend some time really feeling the healing, really allowing it to wash over you. Use this page energy to start to think in terms of how you want to move forward and talk with others about this. What kind of work do you now want to do? Are you already a healer and there's something new that you'd like to bring into your practice based on this healing and work that you've done on your own? Okay. This is incredible. I know that it's been a long journey. And I know that healing work is, not only is it exciting and wonderful, but it can also be exhausting. So balance, right? You are the sign of balance, all things in balance. So do some work, put yourself out there for others, and then remember to come back and take care of yourself and engage in integration as well. Okay. This is very exciting for you, Libra. Have a wonderful August. Thank you, and I'll see you again next month. Bye.